All right, you just watched me draw a color wheel without a ruler and without a compass. I couldn't find either. I'm at home, so I had to make do with what I had here. So it's a little weird, and I have written down where everything goes. So you've got your yellow, which is your primary, and across from it is its complement, which is purple or a violet purple. And you can see here there's red, so the complement of red is green. So here's your primaries. So we'll start putting the colors on here. Doing this is really good exercise because you'll get familiar with your colors and how they work together. And once I get this done, I want to do a analogous painting, abstract. So I would perhaps use three colors or 4 colors that are in a row, and that's called analogous. So let's pick our primary colors first. Let's go with a red, and you want to get almost like a pyroli red. This one here will do the trick. So we're going to go like this. All right, and I almost put my brush in my glass of water, and then I'm going to put some water down here so I can see what it looks like when it kind of blends a little bit. So there we go. So you can get it all the way down. Let's take it down to this line down here so you can see. There we go. Okay, next let's do yellow. A little water to get the pure pigment, as much pure pigment as you can, and just sort of put it in there. And I'm going to do the little box too. There we go. I'm going to get some more color on my brush so it's really nice and dark. And then we're going to wet this down here and just kind of spread it so you can see what happens. So to get a lighter hue of your color, all you gotta do is thin it down with a little bit of water. That's the beauty of watercolor. Like, look how pretty this red is. It's just gorgeous. Okay, let's go with next a primary blue. And what have we got here? And this one. This looks like it might be a Windsor blue. So we'll put that right across here. This is a very deep blue. A good one to use is ultramarine. That's kind of a good one. But this is definitely Windsor. And now wash my brush off. And blues quite often are very staining, so be careful if you're laying down a really dark loaded brush of color. You can see it's staining right away. And let's blend some almost clear water down the bottom here. See what happens. All right, so let's let those dry. Okay. And what we got next is let's do the ones in the middle here. There's green. That's the complement of red. When you put your yellow and your blue together, you should come up with the green. So let's see, taking this color, and here's what we came up with. I just mix them in equal amounts. If you want it a bit darker, put a little bit more Winsor blue in there. Okay. All right. And let's blend it down. So using those two particular colors has created a very grainy color. You can see all the grains in here. There we go. Alrighty, next, let's go with the violet. Let's see, first of all, what color we get when we mix this blue and this red together. Let's see, there we go. It might not be a good one, I don't know yet. It's kind of an orangey red. Oh, it's a really dark violet. Okay, there you go, look at that. All I did was this blue, Winsor blue, and the primary red. And there you go. So you really don't need to go out and buy a ton of paints to get started. You can just do this. And once you've got your color wheel made, you'll be able to mix the same colors. Let's water it down. I'll start the water back here. Gosh, it's kind of funny because this looks like a color I have in Daniel Smith that's called Moonglow. This looks a lot like it. There we go. There. I'm just kind of playing with it a little bit now. Okay. Next, let's go with the orange over here. So orange would be this color with the yellow, orange, and here is orange. Now you can get brighter oranges than this. If you want to make it a bit brighter, just add a little bit more yellow. Something on there. Okay, so let's get this on. Get some water underneath there and blend it down. Let's see how it looks. Okay, I think that looks good. All right, so there you've got your primary, and then here, these are your complementary colors. And so if you do a painting and you have blue and you put orange right next to it, it will make this pop. So that's the beauty of a complementary color. It enhances the color it's the complementary of. All right, so let's see. I think we need to let them dry. And then we can do the next part, which is mixing a red orange. So your orange would lean more towards the red. And then you've got a red violet. So that's taking this violet here and adding more red to make it lean more this way. Okay, and you can see I'm mixing the red and I'm putting just a hint of the violet in there. This is a great palette that I've had since the early 90s, and it's the shape of the color wheel. which makes life real easy. So I've got all my blues going into the violets, the reds, the yellows, the greens. Okay, so here's a nice red violet. Let's put that right here. It's quite transparent, actually. Go a little bit more violet, I think. I'm going to mix more there. Let's see what we get. Now you can be a lazy bones and buy all these individual colors, but what I'm showing you is you don't have to. So you can start off with just 3 colors, and look how many colors that you can make just from those 3. It's pretty cool. But we do tend to get a bit lazy. But the good thing about mixing your own colors, they have more character than straight out of the tube. There, look at that. So you've got violet, violet, and then you've got your red. All right, let's do a yellow orange. So I have the orange already on here. No, I'm losing my voice. And I'm just going to add a whole bunch of yellow to it. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Let's go a yellow orange right there. Definitely different to the other orange that I've got sitting there. All right, I'm going to wet that down. My wheel is not perfect. It's kind of funny, but being without a ruler and a compass is kind of a pain in the butt. But I think it looks okay. It's going to look unique. So if you don't have a ruler and a compass, you can just be creative and use jars and figure out your center and go from there. The paper I am doing this on is 140 pound. I pulled it out of something I had. You don't need anything real fancy because you just want to be able to see how the colors work. All right, I'm going to lift this big amount of water I got sitting here. There we go. All right. See here, you got a yellow green. So we put the yellow green here and a blue green here. And your blue green leans more towards a teal color. It's kind of, if you don't want to have your paper buckling, because quite often the watercolor paper will buckle when you put a lot of water on there. And I quite often like to use 300 pound arches, and you could get a big sheet and cut it up and make it that way. That way it's a little bit more sturdy. This is 140 pound. I believe it's buckling. I don't like that. Okay, let's do a blue-green. So we have that green already mixed, and let's just put a whole bunch of the blue in there and see what comes up. Ooh, look at that. There's your teal color. So there it is, right there. It's like a nice tealy blue. There you go. Ooh, I like this color. There you go. Cool, guys. I'll get my water a little closer here. So this, and then I wet my brush and wiped it off on the towel. And we'll just spread this down. That's very interesting. we go. Huh. There. All right, now we're going to do a blue violet. Now, or maybe a yellow green. These two are dry. So we have our green mixed over here, which I used. And what I'm going to do is pop some clear water on it and add some more Aureolin yellow, like so. Here's a more, it's more like a lime green to me. Okay, putting a little less water on. And that could go pretty darn light. See how light it is down at the bottom. Okay. Good, good, good. Pretty. Now this one here, I don't know. I'm going to fix it up a little bit so it's more uniform. We got a pretty big bloom there. Maybe I'll go back in, add some more paint. Let that dry, and then we've got our red and our orange is, I could have a bit more yellow. So I'm going to take some more of the yellow, mix it in there. It looks a little too red to me. Spread it down. There we go. That one is pretty strong. All right, look at that. Now you could do a painting that would be these colors right here, and it would look fabulous. Or you could take these colors right here. Take 4 colors. So we will do, my next video, we will do a painting based on picking 4 of these colors. So now we got blue violet, so I have to mix up more of this than the violet. Wash my brush, and we're gonna find the red. So sometimes you just gotta play with it. Let's see what we got here. Blue, violet. Okay, let's see how it goes. I think we got too much red. So let's go in and get some more of the blue. Put that in there. So you just gotta keep playing. There you go, this is really dark now. Ooh, nice. Okay guys, so we're coming to the end here. I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to put in the other holes yet. That will be for another day. But what you can do is take your complement and mix it. So we've got this violet here. So what if I put the violet, let's see, blue violet next to this orange, yellow orange. So that would make it really pop. Okay. Maybe I'll water it down. Okay. So here, let's water it all the way down. Hardly any pigment. Let's see how light we can get it. Now that's without using any white. And what a lot of people do use in watercolors is whitewash, which is a very opaque watercolor, but it's a little thicker. All right, so let's take each of these colors and put them in this hole here, but water them all the way down. So let's see, here's that orange. I'm going to water it down a lot, and I'll put it right here and put a little bit, and then I'm going to just sort of blend it. There we go. All right, and let's see, there's the red. Water it down, way down. Okay. Wrong hole. Almost. All right, I forgot about just putting that color down next to this one, so I better stop. There we go. So that gives you kind of like a pink. And then if it's too much, you can get your paper towel and just go in and blot it. And then that totally lightens it up. Look at that. All right, let's get this color here since I still have it on the palette. And we'll put it here. And I'm going to just water it down. And now your yellow-green. Watering this down. So when you're working watercolors, you always lay down your lightest colors first. And it's about layering your next color, your next darkest, and even if you lay down marks, say in a dark green or light green, and then you gradually get darker in the same color, it looks terrific. Okay, so I'm going to really lighten that up by blotting it. Look at that. Okay. Let's go with the purple. Oh, we got the purple. Blue. Let's do blue. Okay. A little down, and you have to be quick with those blues because they stain so quickly and they don't move. So you want to get your water on there fast. There we go. That's Windsor blue. got the violet over here, which is this. And we're just going to put a little, oh, I just put it in the wrong place. Duh. Not right. And if you're fast, you can just take it right up. Duh. Oh boy. Okay. This looks a little too much like the other one, I think. Let's see. All right. There we go. All right. Let's go to the orange. It's nice and dry, and this is dry. And there's our orange. Okay. Get that really, really light. Okay, next, let's go with the yellow. Aureolian yellow. And just a little bit there. Get my water. And as you can see, I turn my paper. It's always a good idea to keep turning your paper. Okay. Yeah. All right, we just got a couple of colors left to go. Oops, that one's still wet. Let's do the green. So, the green is the blue and the yellow, and it's right here. Okay, put that down. Add some water and just kind of push it around. And there we go. Now we just have these guys. So red violet. And here's our red violet. And I'm gonna just put that there. Put it some water. Now, if you're planning on doing a large painting where you need a lot of this paint, you can mix it up and put it in little bowls, like so, which comes in handy if you know you're going to be needing a whole bunch and you don't want to have to keep mixing the colors. I think that one can be a little bit darker. Let's see what we got here. So there's your red violet. And we have one more color to go, which is yellow orange. All right. Put a little bit down, and I'm going to just spread it around. Now it's a very staining color, I can tell. If we kept that chunk of orange on there, it would have stained. There you go. So it gives you an idea here. Look how soft these colors are. They're really soft and pretty. Okay, well, that's it for now. Until next time, if you like what you've seen, don't forget to subscribe. I'd really appreciate your help getting me to 1,000 subscribers. And I hopefully will be getting a Patreon account soon, and what I will put on there is my complete video, because quite often the ones that I put up on YouTube are cut up because people don't tend to watch the whole thing. And sometimes a video takes me up to 3 hours to do a big painting. And if you'd like to see it in its entirety, it will be up on Patreon. But I'm not quite there yet, gang. So have a fabulous day. Go paint something and have fun. Do a color wheel. Meow. See you soon.